Hello folks, today we're going to be working on this 05 350Z. It is the 35th anniversary edition. We're doing the rear brake pads, and these do come with the Brembo brakes. First step, jack it up. It's my Harbor Freight long reach jack. Absolutely love it so far. Put some jack stands on each side. Chalk the front wheels. I chalked both sides. And on the inside, make sure we are in gear and emergency brake is on. Check, check. All right. Next step, pull off the wheels. I'm going to be using my little Milwaukee 3/8 drive stubby. If y'all haven't seen this, pretty neat little tool. I bought the one that came with that battery. Sorry for the camera work. The charger and the other little battery. And I keep in here a little adapter set for different sizes. I tell you, with this little stubby and this Sunnex, got these right here, these Sunnex on Amazon. This is an absolute awesome little set, combined with that little 3/8 there. I think they call it the stubby. I don't know. It's been a few months since I bought it. Anyway, that and that combined just makes life so much easier. These got 7mm all the way up to 22mm, and it has it in deeps, shallows, and swivels. All the same size, 7 to 22. Comes with a little extension, a little 3/8 universal swivel right here. And what is this one here? A little 3/8 by 1/4 inch right here. I haven't used that one yet. But anyway, like I said, that and that combined made my world so much more convenient. So I will be using this. Alright, let's get the wheels jacked up, or get the wheels off. Alright, hopefully that view works for y'all. Alright, wheels off, 21mm. Hopefully I can do this even though I already lifted it up. Look at that little stubby. If I remember right, it was 250 foot-pounds. Quoting them, 250 foot-pounds of nut-busting torque. Something like that. There we go. Grab a little something to put those in. Yes, I get a bunch of stuff from Harbor Freight. Why do I have to pay a ridiculous amount for a little bowl that says some fancy name in it? Okay. I just bought these tires on Amazon pretty recently. They're not bad tires. Achilles, Sport 2s, something like that. Check that view, see if y'all can see me, or see what's going on anyway. Alright, there we are, little Brembo calipers. The front ones are much larger, of course, but I did the front brake pads recently. Like I said, they're pretty new, so I'm just needing to do the rear pads today. Clean these up. Alright. Let me find something to put you on. Alright. I think this is going to be the best camera angle I could get here. So, these Brembo brakes, I mean, really can't get much easier. Got 2 cotter pins here, one right here, one right there. We got to pop off. Grab some needle nose pliers or whatever works for you. There's one. See if I can do this without tearing up the calipers. Drop this one in the pin. And there's the other one. You got 2 of those. Once you pop those off, we're going to take these 2 pins right here off. We're going to bring them back towards us. Let's see if I can grab them with maybe these. Oh, that happened quicker than I planned on. This is what was going to come off next. Here's one of the pins. Grab the other pin. I guess to avoid that shooting out, you can support that with your hand before you pull that pin. Alright. Really not a good place. Okay. Next, what I want to do is try and open up the caliper a little bit. I'm just kind of squeezing that open so we can get the pads out. Man, this camera is in a terror. It's right, y'all are right where I need to be. Alright, there we go. There's one. Some hardware with it. Alright, that's one. Make sure I keep these in the right order. I'm trying to open that caliper some by using the pad to press against it. There we go, and that worked. There's the other one, another little piece of hardware. I'm not sure if the, let's see if the new one, you see these, I got these off of Rock Auto, some Monroe's. Really, like I said, I replaced the front pads not too long ago. I was gonna do all new rotors and pads this time, but for other reasons I'm gonna have to wait on that, so I want to go ahead and at least throw some rear pads in while I'm waiting to do the rotors also. Here we go. Like I said, guys, these really can't be any easier. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit before I throw these on here. Grab some brake cleaner. Also gonna try and push the calipers open a little more with my thumbs. It's gonna be harder to get the new ones in there if I don't. Some brake cleaner. Brake cleaner. Be all around. Universal stuff. Use it for everything. Alright, I'm gonna have to scoot y'all back some. Actually, I'll just put you over here on this side. Just use your imagination what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna be cleaning this up a little bit. I got some brushes. I've had these things forever. They've been through the ringer.
Get some of this dry stuff, can you see? I know y'all really need to be right where I'm at, but so do I. Right now I'm just getting all the dry stuff out of here. I'm a Virgo. I'm a little things. Perfectionist, whatever you want to call it. So if you don't want to go through all this trouble cleaning it up, y'all don't have to. It's up to you. You and your car, or you and your customer's car, know how to get. I guess, guys, it's up to you how thorough y'all want to be on the cleaning. This is my personal car. It's an anniversary edition. Just trying to take care of her the best that I can. That way the next guy, when I sell her off, I can hand her off. Confident that I took care of her while she was in my possession. Y'all want me to fast forward through this? It's up to you. I know I can't really give y'all a good angle. I know it's kind of a boring video, guys, but, you know, maybe somebody just got a 350Z or the Infinity with the Brembo brakes and they've never done it before. You know, maybe this can help somebody out. And if it can help just one person, I'm good with that.
I will say though, out of all the brakes I've ever changed, as far as pads go, it's definitely got to be the easiest. You know, I'm spending more time cleaning this up. Y'all saw just pop out the first pads, pop in the new ones, no time at all. Scratch those? Yeah, I might have scratched those up a little bit. Good thing it's my car, right? Wearing these glasses and they're all scratched up. Can't see.
So, there you have it. Try and push those calipers open a little bit more. I can feel them. Just little circles right inside here. I'm pushing this one that way and the inside one towards the inside. Just trying to open it up a little bit. Open it up a little bit so we can get our new pads in here.
I'm going to use some, see if I can get that on the camera, some brake and caliper grease. It says prevents brake noise, maximize brake efficiency, all metal to metal contact points, blah blah blah. All right, next I'm going to have to reuse these hardware here. So I'm just going to clean these up. And clean these up. Alright, so I was saying, I'm going to clean each one of these up. There's one on each pad. Just kind of helps hold it in place. Use that with our friend brake cleaner and a towel. Simple as could be. Easy peasy, cheesy weasy.
Nice and easy. I don't know if y'all can see that, what I'm doing here. Just scrubbing these off, guys. It's really easy. It's just ridiculous what places charge for little things like this, you know what I mean? That's what kind of got me wanting to do this full time for other people, help people out, make a little bit of money, save people a ton of money. Everybody wins, except the dealership. You don't see this? She's using that white brush. It's not strong at all. Just scrubbing that down a little bit. A little bit more, a little too much. Wipe down. Wiping her down. Wiping her down. Wiping her down. Alright, and let's see if we can see here.
This one is going to go on here like so. And this one here It's gonna go on here like so. And we're gonna put a little bit of the brake and caliper grease. Just want to put a little of this where things make contact. So, alright, I'm gonna get y'all set back up on the bucket. This bucket. I had to go to the emergency ER because this bucket was cleaning some tools a while back. Slipped my finger wide open. Anyway. Alright. So I got everything cleaned up. Got some grease on there for the contact points. And now we'll go ahead and reinstall them back into the caliper. See if I can get y'all lined up somewhat. Take this one, stick it with the pad. You want the pad facing the rotor. Slide it all in. You want these holes on this side so the pins can go through there, hold them into place, otherwise they'll fall out the back side. Same thing on this side. Want the pads facing the rotor, and in she goes. Make sure those holes, you want to make sure those holes are lined up. Okay. Alright, that looks good. Let's see. Can you guys see in there? Yeah, I know it's not the best angle, but it's the best I'm going to be able to do. Alright, so now I'm going to take this guy here. I'm going to put him in, and you're basically going to have one pin here and one pin there. Here we're going through the hole of the caliper, through the hole of the pads, and then the same on the other side. Alright. Same thing with this pin, through the caliper, through the pads, and then in front of that clip, through the pad, through the caliper on the other side. We're going to grab our little cotter pins, and we're going to put it through the hole right here. Matter of fact, I'll pull this out a little. See, can you see there's a little hole right there? There's a little hole right there. We're going to go through there on the inside, so I'm going to have to get my head in the way here. One, get the other one, same thing. I find it's easier if you just pull this pin out a little, make sure you know where that hole is. And push it in, stick my head in the way, stick the cotter pin through the hole. That's it, my friends. Got yourself some Brembo pads. I wish I was putting rotors on right now, but wishing one hand and you know what, the other. See which one fills up first. Let me know. Alright. Alright. Last but not least, put our wheel back on, move on to the other side. And just same thing on the other side. Like I said, I do dig these Brembo calipers. They sure make it easy for clean changing them out. I always recommend tightening your lug nuts with your hand first. Any fastener for that matter, bolt, screw, nuts, whatever. Get it going with your hands first before you use any power tools. You don't want to strip it. Speaking of messing up lug nuts, I mentioned I recently just purchased these tires, all 4 of them. Got them from Amazon, like 67 bucks a tire. You know, they're good tires. You know, they're not the best. You know, low end, but I'm not out there racing. Whatever. I go to take it to a let me get the quotes in there, professional tire shop to mount them in balance for me. All these are supposed to be tightened at about, I think it's like 80 foot-pounds. I get home, I just bought the Milwaukee stubby, and I wanted to play with it and a torque wrench. So anyway, long story short, I went out there. Each lug nut was supposed to be at 80 foot-pounds, and they were all more than twice that. That's right, you heard it, more than twice. One of them on the front right up there won't come off. It's turning, but it's not loosening. So basically this is just a shell, a cap. Underneath is the real one, and the real one, they stripped it. And now it's their responsibility, but I don't want to take it back to them because I don't trust them. One thing I like about this, it's got this setting right here. You got 1, 2, 3, and then this bottom one. This bottom one, it basically stops it as soon as it gets a little bit of resistance. See that? It just stops it. And I'm full trigger too. Full trigger, and it just stops it. I did figure out when I first got it which number was roughly how much torque. I can't remember. I'm gonna go 2 right here. And more rain. I gotta get y'all inside. Dang it. I'm gonna grab my torque wrench and I'll bring y'all back out here. I'm gonna torque it down. Alright guys, sorry I literally forgot to hit the record button pulling that wheel off. Same thing as I did on the other side. Just take off the lug nuts, you know, take a wheel off. Repeat what we did on the other side.
And grab our cotter pins. That's 1. That's 2. Grab those. Assuming you guys can see. I'm not sure y'all can see. Yeah, okay. Pins off. And we'll take our pins off. Remember, this is going to spring out of here probably when we pull this out. There we go. Catch that. Pull the bottom one out. Alright. Try and open our caliper some using a pad. Just like before. Make it easier to take it out. Actually, try to squeeze that pad. There we go. Alright, that's 1. Make sure you get the little piece of hardware. We'll clean it up, just like we did the other side. Just kind of use the pad to push that in, or to open the caliper a little bit. Alright, not quite yet, not quite yet. There we go. Save the hardware. Same thing, guys. I don't know if y'all want to see. I'm gonna pause that, and I'm just gonna clean all this stuff with some brake cleaner and one of these brushes, just like we did the other side. Don't worry y'all with the details. I'll go ahead and pause y'all real quick.
Alright, my friends. Alright, so same as the other side. Cleaned all the hardware. I was using a pretty dirty towel, so probably could have done a little better. Anyway, cleaned all that. Go ahead and I'm gonna put these on the pads and put some of the caliper grease on there. Let's see, maybe I can set you up where y'all can see that.
Yeah, so it's a really easy job. These Brembo pads, man, you can't get any easier than that. No, I'm not a spokesperson for Brembo. It's just done plenty of pads in my life, and these are by far the easiest ones I've ever come across. So, this one's gonna go like so. That's it. A little bit of this grease. You're ready to rock my YouTube family. Alright, I'm gonna try and get a little silly and hungry. It's later in the day. It's been a pretty long day. Got rained on twice out here trying to make this video for you guys. you know, it hasn't rained around here probably months. So rain was like the last thing on my mind. Did not expect it. Didn't even cross my mind. Alright. You really just want to put this grease where your points of contact are. I guess it's supposed to help with the noise and whatnot. And I'm just using this one here I've had for quite a while. So the bottle's lasted quite a while. Alright, let me set y'all back up here. And remember, pad goes to the inside. Like so. And just... Uh-oh, I'm gonna open that up just a little bit. There we go. That's that one. Same thing over here. And of course, the little hardware piece fell off of it. Okay, as you get it like so. It goes like so. Same thing, you want the pad towards the rotor. Of course, we'll have to open this side a little bit more. I'm just kind of giving a little bit of pressure on the caliper. And that is that. Okay, I'm gonna grab this over here. Alright, so now we're gonna grab a pin and this guy here. Remember, the pin goes through the caliper, through the pad. Get hung up on here. Through the caliper, through the brake pad. Make sure you get through the hardware also. Slip this guy in there. And then through the other side. Sorry, we just slip that underneath. Now we'll do the same thing with this one. Make sure you can still see. Through the caliper, through the pad, in the hardware. Push the bottom of that spring thing down and right into the other side. Like I said, it really couldn't be any easier. I shouldn't say that till I'm done, right? Freaking jinx myself. Alright, now we need to get the little cotter pins in. So, like I like to do is just kind of pull this out just a little so I can see where the hole is. Turn it to the front. Push it in. Stick my hand in here. Get a better grip on that guy. That's that one. Grab the next one. Same thing. Push it in. Stick my head in the way. And go through the little hole. That's it. Make sure it's not going to fall out. Oh shit, what did I do? Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. That's it, guys. Just so we can get a little view there. What's going on. Wait a little better. So that's what's going on. You want that pin. The camera's on the wrong side of the phone. So that's like that. Let's set y'all back up and we'll throw the wheel on and roll this one on down the road. Take it for a little spin. Try not to get a ticket. Knee pads I picked up at Harbor Freight with a coupon for, I don't know, $8 or something. I had to pay 10 because, man, they save you on the knees. Start getting a little older. Little things start wearing on you. Alright. Make sure that looks good. Yes, congratulations to the ones that realized what car these wheels came off of. Hyundai Genesis Coupe. I did not do it. It's how it was when I bought it. Alright, hand first. Alright, my friends, we are almost done. Bear with me, guys. I have carpal tunnel, and apparently I have so much nerve damage, they tell me. Freaking hands, so sometimes it takes me a little while to do little things like this. Ain't getting any younger, that's for sure. Alright, grab my frame here. Alright, get that at number 2. Number 2. Who does number 2 work for? Who does number 2 work for?
All right, place your bets. Did he really go get a torque wrench, or did he just do the, I'm gonna go get the torque wrench and never show nothing? Yes, he did. All right, let's lower. Go ahead and lower this car down. Let's go up to go down. Get these jack stands out of here. That's one. nice and easy, hopefully. Tell you guys, if you have a low profile vehicle, it's an awesome jack. Got it from Harbor Freight. I got a coupon that brought it down to, I think, like 167, 168. After tax it was back up to like 180, but man, it's an awesome jack. Weighs 103 pounds though, but man, look at that reach. It is the long reach one. This is a low car. I'm not getting any other jack underneath here. So anyway, thought I'd throw that out there. If you're on the fence and you're thinking about getting that jack, should you, shouldn't you? Well, I can't tell you what to do, but I did. Unfortunately, my Sears, my Craftsman torque wrench, crapped out on me right after warranty period was up, and pretty sure I could fix it myself. I just keep forgetting about it, haven't gotten around to it. So that one goes up to 150 foot-pounds, I believe. The Craftsman one, this little one here, only goes to 80, but that's exactly what I need here. Shoot. Hold on, I gotta go get my wrench. I took it inside with my impact. Right. Action! Alright, my friends, off to the other side. I need to figure out what torque that little impact gun, that little stubby. When I first got it, I figured out what each number was torquing at, and I did not write it down. Alright, that's it, guys. Thanks for coming to the channel. Try and get more videos out there. That's it, rear pads on the 350Z 35th anniversary edition with the Brembo pads. Those of y'all are curious, one way you can tell the anniversary edition is right here. See, it's kind of a platinum color. On all the other ones, this is what I was told by somebody, the anniversary edition gets this platinum color, whereas the other ones, the same color as the Z is the same color as this here, kind of that silver color.